Okay, this is my third attempt. Something was wrong with the audio, so I'll try it again, see if I can get all the details in. This is an Ibanez RGA MOL, meaning mahogany and oil, something like that. It's an oil finish. It's a 24 fret guitar. It's not an expensive model. You can find them used for very little money. Lots of beginners start with these. I got mine used. It had some active pickups, EMGs, but I had other plans. So, what has been done? I have rounded the neck. I didn't like the neck profile. It was a little too square. So I rounded it off. It's nice now. Put on the locking tuners. I don't think I changed the nuts. I think it's the original. I have a little tuning issues here and there, and this could maybe be because of that. Also, the bridge, I changed the screws. The screws were a little too short to make the intonation right, so I got some screws and adapted them to make it intonate correctly. I have put in a 5-way super switch. Originally, this was kind of, I wanted to have my take on a Vinnie Moore guitar, the first one with a mahogany body and some very mid-rangey pickups. So I got the Iron Gear steam hammers, and they didn't quite work for me. And it's because I've done some special splitting, and ceramics get a little too harsh when you split them, in my opinion. So I ended up getting some Tonerider generators, and the bridge pickup is very JB-ish. So I put in an Alnico 6 pickup in the bridge pickup to fatten it a little, and it works very, very good. So that's a great tip if you get the Toneriders generators and you think the bridge pickup is a little too spiky in the top end. Get an Alnico 6 magnet. That will round it off a little more. I like it a lot. What I have done is position 1 is the bridge pickup in series. Pickup 2, position 2 is bridge pickup in parallel. In the middle, I have both pickups. I tried them first in series, but that didn't quite work the way I wanted it to, because when you come from hot to parallel, and then you don't want a spike up again. So I made the bridge and the neck pickup parallel and the bridge series. That works very well. You will hear in a second. Fourth position is the neck in parallel. I like that a lot. And like Paul Gilbert in the old Wiz X days also had his DiMaggio in parallel to get him a little more clarity. So you get a lot of clarity from parallel wiring, and that's very nice for rhythm work. And in the neck position, fifth position, I have the neck in series, so I have the full fat thing going there. And on top of that, I also have a Q filter installed. So when the tone is fully up, it's direct through, and when I turn the tone back, I take out some bottom end and some mid-range. And the tone gets a little sweeter. Excuse me. So I have a very versatile setup here. What can I say more? So my idea from being the Vinnie Moore thing changed into thinking, I want to make a guitar that can do a lot of things. So if I had to take one guitar, I could take this one. And the middle position is is close enough for stretch sounds, for funky stuff. Very clean, works very well, and you can hear it like the volume from bridge to parallel, bridge parallel to the middle position. I have a very even volume from hot to the middle to back up again. And for the high gain stuff, you want to use the series positions, and then you can, just by changing the pickup position, you can dial the gain a little back. What can I say? I want to play a little over a backing track, and I'm not so used to this neck. I don't play it that often, so I will make some mistakes trying to find my way around it. But you can hear some of the sounds that this one can do. It's so like a Swiss Army knife. Also it has 24 frets. This is my only guitar with 24 frets. In case I have to play a Queen song or something, then I have the 2 extra frets for that kind of thing. But mostly I prefer 22 fret. So let's see where we go. I'm going to turn off the mic because we have a bleed through with the strings. So I'll turn down the mic and put on the backing track, and let's see where we land. I'll start clean and move up in gain as we go. So let's see. And I'll move this a little around. Can I move this out? Yes, I can. So then we got here. Start with the clean. Backing track, and I have to turn it up also, sorry. And here we go. Bam. Oh, let's take it from himself. 3. Okay. The preset I was playing was a reproduction of my Marshall 6100 head that I've tried to make in the Helix. The preset is on line 6 custom tones, and it's called 6100 Repro 4 Try, meaning I have a Trinity chorus at the end. That was quite tricky because I'm using a lot of CPU. I had to make the IR go down to 1024 resolution, but I managed to get the whole package in. It's a very nice package. That Marshall head, it's a long story, and it never got really stable for live use, so I have a very expensive, very modded practice amp. The lead channel was modded like a Soldano. The tech said that it was actually made to sound like that way. So there was a lot of confusion with that amp, but I tried to make it as a virtual amp in Helix, and it's quite close. So what can I say? These guitars are not expensive, and if you want to mod them, use them as a platform. There's a lot of options. Again, I have a Harley Benton that I said, which I have also used for modding and got some good results from. So you can have a cheap guitar today. If you get if the neck is good and the wood is good, then you can do a lot. Mostly cheap guitars are not set up well, and not fretwork is not finished. And if you invest a little money, you can have a very nice playing guitar for a long time if you get it set up right. But this was to show two things: the Iron Gear generators, and also the Q filter, which I use in a lot of guitars in different ways. I'm starting to put them in also with the switch, so I have pre-adjusted them for the sound I want, and then I can have like two characters in one guitar, much like the Fishman. They have this two voicings. I can do that with the Q filter on a switch, and so if I know I'm gonna play very clean, very sweet sounds, I can flip the Q filter on, and that's very interesting. I have done a lot of experiments with the Q filters and feel I know them quite well. So I hope that this will give you an idea of what can be done with some creative wiring. And I know I can take this, if I had to take one guitar to a gig to do a lot of things, I can do it. It has the 24 frets, it has the humbuckers, it has the split sounds, it has the Q filter. So when I work the tones with my hands, which I do all the time, then I can coax a lot of sounds from this very inexpensive instrument. Yeah, hope you dig it. Bye.